Ginger had never been more than 2 miles from the little shack on the bayou and had never called it home. Mamie's house was Ginger's home as far as she was concerned. On the train making its way to New Orleans, Ginger was in awe of all of the new sights. There were different kinds of trees, and the land had countless different shades of green. Ginger saw big houses, little houses, small towns, wildflowers, farms, and grazing cattle. Ginger spent the entire trip at the window and barely spoke to her mother. She wanted to take it all in.
Thank you for bringing me to town with you, Mama.
Ginger's mother neglected to respond at all. She just lit up a cigarette. When the train arrived in New Orleans, Ginger's stomach was filled with butterflies. In the train station, she saw a black man playing a saxophone with a few coins in his saxophone case. As they headed into Storyville, her mother barely spoke to her. The 3-story mansions, stacked together closely on Basin Street, were like nothing else Ginger had ever seen. If the walls could have talked, what colorful stories they would tell. Storyville was the home of painted ladies, the birthplace of jazz, and a place where laughter and lonely hearts came together as one. Ginger's mother stopped in front of one of the big mansions, took a deep breath, and then looked at her daughter she barely knew.
We're going to meet Miss Georgia Louise Allison, Ginger. I want you to smile and be on your best behavior.
When Ginger's mother knocked at the door, a black man dressed in a dark suit and white gloves answered. Ginger's mother was anxious.
I have an appointment with Madam Georgia.
Yes, ma'am. Won't you come in and have a seat?
A few minutes later, a middle-aged woman wearing strands of pearls and a diamond ring on every finger appeared.
Is this her?
Mama?
You were right. She is a pretty girl. Well, Ginger, we're going to get you all prettied up. Tonight is the big night, you know. We've got some men coming just to see you.
Madam Georgia looked at Ginger's mother.
You sure she's a virgin?
Yes. Can I have my money now? I gotta go.
Madam Georgia handed Ginger's mother a bulging envelope containing $1,000. She opened the envelope and looked inside.
It's all there like we agreed.
Ginger's mother headed toward the door.
Mama? Where are you going?
You be a good girl, Ginger. Just do what Miss Georgia tells you to and you'll be fine.
Mama?
Her mother did not even say goodbye. Ginger never saw her mother again.
You look like a good investment. I'll get at least 3 times what I paid for you tonight alone.
A woman in her early 20s entered the room. Georgia's tone was stern.
This is Carla. You'll spend the afternoon with her. She'll get you ready and tell you what you need to do. Don't let me down, Ginger. You belong to me now, and I'll take care of you. Just don't let me down.
As Ginger followed Carla up a massive circular staircase, her heart was fearfully thumping. Her mother was gone, and Ginger had no idea how to get home. Carla led her into a big room full of women sitting on single beds. She sensed Ginger's fear and tried to be helpful.
You don't know, do you, honey?
Know what?
Your mama sold you, child. You belong to Madam Georgia now.